Welcome back to Westbridge Hills, episode 3 with me, Mr. Sealy P. After a late evening of logging last night on the last episode, early night but early morning, a lot to do today. Stars and stripes fluttering in the breeze. So our field of canola, field 16, is growing, is getting there. Shouldn't be too much longer and we will be able to, so it's final growth stage, we'll be able to harvest it. But the money I made logging last night, I did purchase the self-propelled forage wagon, feeder wagon, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to take that down to the biogas plant to sell the silage we've got sometime later. It's quite a slow machine. Right, I think we only had just over 150,000 litres, I think, of chaff that we put in there. That has now fermented and it is ready to sell. So we now have silage. This will take a little while, but I'm going to sell what's in here. Just put the arm down. And then we'll see where we are with our finances and what needs doing next. Hopefully by the time this is done, the field should be ready to harvest and we'll kind of work our way through jobs for the day. I don't need to explain this again. I've done the selling silage episode. I've sold silage on the Down on the Farm series and on Bjornholm. Have a look. You can use a wheel loader and bucket if you want to. This is the way I do it. Modders will often use conveyor belts and trailers. So however it works, I've seen some of the modded maps. There was one I saw the other day, can't remember what map it was now. It's really good. And the hoppers, it had like a concrete ramp that ran up to the hoppers, so you could actually back a trailer up to the hoppers and tip from the trailer, which was a brilliant idea. So sometime later, I had to send the time up to times 15 because the hoppers just can't cope otherwise. So this is our last load and we haven't done too bad out of it actually. Just have a whiz back through the silage bay just to make sure we haven't left any little bits behind. Okay, actually I'm not going to tip this here. It's only about, it's just 7,000, just over 7,000. I'm going to take it to the farm, the dairy farm, and give it to the cows. They've got grass, they've got straw. Give them a bit of silage as well, that'll up their productivity for a little bit. And here we are. I don't know why, but on this farm I always tend to put the silage or mixed rations into this trough. The trough around the front, I tend to do the grass and the straw. Don't know why, very weird. I know some people when they do the straw are adamant they use the bale shredder and it sprays it into the thing. I've always used the forage trailer. It will unload, it will allow you to. I know it's a bit more realistic if you use the bale shredder and it sprays it all in onto the floor. So they're happy, a bit more feed. So that field now, 16, we are good to go. So we'll get the harvester out and we'll crack on with that. Sorry for the jump there. For some reason I was hoping there was going to be a straw swath, forgetting I was doing canola. Anyway, right, next job on the list. Since we've got a bit of money, I'm going to get another trailer. I'll say get another one. I'm going to sell that one. I think I'm going to go with the Flegel. For the price and the size, the others, they get a little bit bigger, and for the tractors I've got, I'm not sure they'd pull it, in all honesty. So I think that one's probably good enough. 32,000 litre capacity. So here we are, the Flegel trailer. It's big, actually. I realise there's a fair little bit of jumping about between different jobs, because I've got workers set on certain things and there's different things happening. I'm kind of skipping between things, and that's probably not the best way to do it. I should do one job, finish it, and then move on to the next one. But anyway, the harvest is going well. That header's working fine on there. I'm going to do across the top the headland first. Well, not first, but now I've got up here. So I've done the headland. Now I'm going to go up and do the top end. There we go. Right, we are full. For some reason, this won't unload into the trailer. It's weird. Very picky. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Why would I only do it there at the back? Could be the height of the trailer, couldn't it? I think the arm on the harvester, the pipe, isn't quite high enough. No, it doesn't want to do it anywhere else. Oh, that's going to be really awkward. I think I've just spent 35,000 on a trailer and it's no good. Okay, we will have to adapt to the situation, and if that means just unloading at the very back for the time being, we'll do that. I don't really want to sell that trailer and get another one. I'll lose half the value of it. I don't really want to keep it and buy another one, because then it will just sit doing nothing for the time being. We'll use it. I'll carry on plodding on. The other option, of course, will be at some point to upgrade the harvester to the New Holland TC5, is it? Yeah, and hopefully the pipe on that will sit higher. It's a gamble, because it might not. Okay, let's crack on. As I started to say earlier, I was disorientated. I will get the headlands done, did the bottom end, that's done. Do this end as well, that way I've got a bit of a turning circle. And don't go into the road. Okay, next thing on the list then is the seeder. It's very, very small, and you need to cultivate first and then seed. So I think the next expense will be a new seeder. Only downside to this is it's got quite a high horsepower requirement. And I don't think any of the tractors I've got will pull it. So, I have a plan. We'll see if this works. Well, we'll take this up to the shop to sell it. Get more money. And if we sell it online, we can part X it for the new one. So here we are. Right. There's our new seeder. Sewing machine, whichever you want to call it. Looking very shiny and sparkling. Right. Here's the plan. Sell them both. Get rid of the seeder. And the tractor. Which means we've got a little bit more money. And we also have a vacancy for a tractor. Something with enough horsepower to pull that. And probably pull the Flegel. And I've got the low loader. So they're all a bit too small, low horsepower. Yeah, that's not bad. 190. That only gives me 10 horsepower to play with the seeder. That goes down horsepower. Okay, 203. 220. Prices are ramping up. 263. If I buy smaller horsepower and regret it, no, I'm going to get this one. Am I? Have I got the guts to buy it? Yep. Okay. Too late now. Right. So, new tractor, new seeder. Hidden behind the seeder. It's actually a nice seeder, that. Not too big, not too small, and it cultivates as well. Deutzfahr. Very nice. I've said it before, then I'll say it again. I do like this tractor. It's a good combination. It looks good. Interior is very good. Good horsepower. High top speed. Yeah. I was looking actually on the Farming Simulator 17 update page, and they put the new sheet up. Sheet number 4, I think it was. And it's got the Deutzfahr Series 9 on there. Looks good, very very nice. The upgrade to this one, I think, with all the customizable bits you can have on it, double wheels, narrow wheels, engine modifications, you name it, but it does look good. So yeah, do like this tractor, and it pulls this seeder really well. No problems at all with the power. Right, to fill the seeder up, even if I park it up for a little bit, because we're still harvesting the field, at least I know it's full and it can sit then waiting, ready. I'm not quite sure why I've still got the beacon on, but I'll leave it. Right, I'm going to park this up, and then what I'll probably do, since I've got a bigger tractor now, I'll probably swap over from the Schluter to pull the Flegel trailer, just for the time being, until we're ready to seed, and then I'll probably swap back again. I just don't know how heavy that Flegel's going to get and whether the Schluter will pull it. It's got 150 horsepower, but you never know. So it was up there. Doesn't work on the grass. Should have stayed on the path on the road, really. Never mind. A tractor is a pretty much go anywhere vehicle, let's be honest. It's only when you approach it in a different vehicle you realise how small that tractor looks with that legal trailer. Probably don't need the front weight on this, but I'll leave it on. Okay, the Schluter. What to do, what to do. Oh, the cultivator. No, no, I won't. Right, what I'm going to do, while the harvester is still harvesting, I'm waiting for it to fill up, I'm going to do some more logging. I'm going to cut down the trees and prepare them, and then later on, probably early evening again like I did before, come out, collect them, take them to the lumber yards. Again, just to increase the amount of money in the bank account. I'm thinking the next big purchase may well be swapping out the harvester. I'm thinking. Or I might buy a field, so I might have to whiz out later on, have a look and see what fields are available, how much they cost and how much I've got at that particular moment in time. Anyway, prepare a few trees, so what I'll probably do is whiz backwards and forwards, empty the harvester, do some more trees, empty the harvester, do some more trees, and then later on I can just come and pick them all up, use the skid steer, load them onto the back of the low loader again. I know it's a bit unorthodox, it looks a bit unwieldy, it works, so cut down as many of the fir trees as I can come across on the map really. My next option after that, which I might do a little bit later on down the line, only just to provide us with other income streams other than silage and selling crops, I might get the tree planter and down by the lumber yard plant a few rows of pine trees, because the ones that are here on the map are sort of set ones, standard ones they place. You can cut them down, but the ones that grow so much taller. They're really, really big, really, really thick trunks on them, so you get far much more money for those. And when you think, I think it's $40 for 20 saplings, and then I think you can sell each one for, it works out about 20,000 once they're all cut up. So yeah, that's well worth doing, but they do take a long time to grow, especially when you've got it set. Yeah, on sort of normal timescales. So yeah, we'll see how that works. So this is the only way I can unload now. Backing up to the side just so it can get over that little end bit. Bit more time consuming than I'd like, but can't do a lot about it. Oh, we're moving across the field. We're getting there slowly. The trailer is beginning to fill up. The only trouble as well with this harvester is because it's got quite a small tank, so you are having to come backwards and forwards a lot more often, I think. Okay, another one emptied. Right, so abandon the logging for the time being. Field, need to buy a field. It's the only way I'm going to be able to expand, get another field, get some more canola going, so I can have 2 harvested canola going at the same time. That will increase my profits as well as silage, as well as logging. Oh, okay, a bit pricey. God, this is one of the smaller fields as well. And 6 and 5 are quite small, but they're down in the town. 20 might be a good option. Down by the dairy farm. Probably the next smallest one we can buy, or hopefully buy. We'll have a look and see what it costs first. I'm thinking fields like 5 and 6 might be right for potatoes or sugar beet. It might be a little bit too small for a canola harvest because you won't really get a huge yield out of them. But to start off with, I think size-wise this probably works out maybe a little bit smaller than 16 actually. Still, it's all extra canola. What's that? Yep, can afford that. Okay, we'll have that. Right, I think that's probably it for today, for this episode. Anyway, thanks for watching.